What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here. Today I want to make a video talking about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and I guess you could say my final impressions of this game. Now again, if you guys like this game, this is nothing against you guys. This game is just honestly not for me, but getting right into it, I don't think I'm going to be playing this game that much. I don't think I'm going to care too much about the prestiges. I don't think I'm going to care too much about the new maps. I think the most I'll do is cover new weapons and weapon loadouts for Warzone. But in general, guys, this Call of Duty falls extremely short to what was making me love Call of Duty, which was Modern Warfare's multiplayer. Now, this is a side-by-side comparison of both Modern Warfare's multiplayer and Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. Now, for the first things first, when it comes to immersion of the setting of the game itself, I think Modern Warfare's setting is a little bit more immersive. Now, again, this is a Cold War era, so I can't really relate to it too much. I think this is kind of some of the reasons why I never fully liked games based on historical settings. I like things take place in the modern or future setting. Doesn't mean I like the futuristic Call of Duties, but again, it gives me room for immersion to get myself delve into this world and feel like I'm a part of this world. It's some of the reasons why Destiny 2 is one of the best games for me to play, because the world feels so immersive, I get lost in it. Now with Modern Warfare, it feels like a somewhat realistic shooter. The settings are legit. It's very gritty, very high octane, explosive, chaotic at times. Things happen instantly and you kind of need to react. In Black Ops Cold War, I run, I shoot people way too much. The netcode is honestly abysmal. That's my biggest issue. It's not even the time to kill. I don't mind high time to kill games, but when the netcode struggles at times, it really irks me. The maps are poorly designed in general overall. At least in Modern Warfare, there's a few maps like Piccadilly I just did not like at all. Like, that was the only map I was like, I did not like at all. Every other map I was like, this is whatever. Oh, this is decent. Oh, this is my favorite. Like, there was a variety of the maps when it came to what I like. Now, another thing too, 2v2 gunfight was really phenomenal in this game. Now, yes, Season 1 for Black Ops Cold War has not dropped yet, but 2v2 is going to be coming then. But even then, I don't know how much I will be interested in those, maps and that version of 2v2 gunfight. I'll have to check it out. Maybe it does, catch my attention and I play it. But as it stands now, this game, for the most part, doesn't have enough substantial replayability options and making me feel flexible as a gamer. With Modern Warfare, there was different things with weapons. Weapons were very detailed and a lot of things you could rank up. Ranking up was not even hard either. It was simple, basic. It was a very smooth transitional experience between each gun. Black Ops Cold War, guys, even though they made some tweaks to the XP and weapons and it does feel a lot better, it still feels like I can't get max, attachments. And I've kind of given up and don't even care about ranking up weapons. Like, if I'm not using the AUG, I'm not even trying in this game. Seriously. Now, that's also going to lead into another thing. Weapon balance in this game is very sketchy. Now, hopefully they change things in Season 1. They come down extremely hard on some of these high tier weapons, like the AUGs and the M16, top tier. LMGs, guys, if you're not on the LMG train, specifically the RPD, you are playing this game wrong. Our LMGs, especially the RPD, will lock down perimeters. It will go hard, it will go crazy, and you will shred people. LMGs are absolutely broken in this game. Assault rifles, for the most part, the Craig, they're decent. Again, assault rifles are pretty decent in this game. They're not good, they're decent. SMGs like the MP5 and the AK-74U and the Bulldog, those are really good. But like, the meta isn't really catering to, a lot of flexibility. Like, I feel like I'm stuck. I'm not a fan of shotgun secondaries. I never was a fan of that in Modern Warfare 2. I'm not going to be a fan of it all these years later. I know Modern Warfare 2 is one of my favorite Call of Duties, but that's something I despised in that game. When we go over back to Modern Warfare, well, granted, content did definitely help the game. More content in the game definitely helps out a game. No questions asked there. But I felt like there was a lot more variety of weapons. And while the M4A1 and 725 meta was a problem, especially with claymores and things like that, that was an issue and it was frustrating. It didn't fully restrict me in as much as I feel like the meta restricts me in Black Ops Cold War. Like, granted, like, yeah, I had to use an M4 for the most part, or people were using M4s a lot, but at the same time, it felt like I could use another gun and still end up getting good kills. I would just lose a gunfight I really wanted to win by an M4 and I'll get really pissed. And yeah, those guns were broken, guys. I'm not saying they were not broken at all, but when compared to the meta and what you need to use in Black Ops Cold War, I think Black Ops Cold War is definitely a more, if you're in meta, you're going to have a good time. If you're out of meta, you're not going to have a good time situation. In Modern Warfare, there's a flexibility of, you can use some wacky combinations, some wacky loadouts. I have loadout videos on my channel, and some of them are a little bit wacky, and I do really good with some of these things. They're not high meta attachments, but I did fairly good and I made it work, and that's possible in Modern Warfare. Black Ops Cold War, making wacky stuff work is not a thing, and that's one of the most disappointing parts of this game right now, and why I don't see myself playing more. A lot of Call of Duties in the past, they didn't really have this problem of in meta, out of meta situations. From Black Ops 1 to Modern Warfare Trilogy, just these games, I felt like I could use different weapons and have a good time in some form and fashion. But in Black Ops Cold War, it is feeling like it's highly competitive. It's designed for pro scenes only, and that's one of my biggest knocks on Treyarch recently, is they focus a lot on the pro scene. And I get it, watching pros play this game is fun. I tune in, I watch, I enjoy, but it doesn't make an overall experience better for the overall community. We're talking about 1% of the player base are pros, and even then that's a little bit high percentage, and you're affecting it with the 99% getting affected by bad meta choices. And this is what I think caused the downfall for me with Rainbow Six Siege. The pro scene for Rainbow Six Siege was phenomenal. It's the best esports I've ever seen of any game. But Ubisoft's hyper focus on this meta, on this small community or group of people, hurt my experience with other operators and other things in this game. I couldn't use certain operators because they were just not good to win rounds. And before, when they focused on making the game a little bit more diverse and more unique, and didn't really care what the pros said and done, it felt like, I was definitely having a good time before they started getting crazy pro scene. And I haven't played it since. And there's other issues like mouse and keyboard and things like that obviously deterred me from that game for console. But again, these are problems that Treyarch has been having and have not liked fundamentally. Now, the work they've done, the fact that they pushed out a game like this at all is pretty impressive. Treyarch got screwed 2 times in a row. This time was definitely not their fault. The first time, Black Ops 4, they developed a game that was very much like Overwatch, and the testers said this is atrocious. We don't want to play this. This is Call of Duty. And yeah, they reverted halfway through the development cycle, and a lot of the foundations of what Overwatch was in the game was definitely seen there. So it was weird, but I will say that I've actually enjoyed Black Ops 4 more than I have with Black Ops Cold War. It's crazy to say. I never thought I'd say I enjoyed Black Ops 4 more than I enjoyed this game. But that's where I stand. Black Ops 4 was, in some ways, very fun because I can use other guns. It felt wacky, and I just made things work. I can use different specialists, and it worked. And just besides specialist abilities being annoying in Call of Duty, there was fun to be had. And for me personally, I have a lot more fun in Modern Warfare than Black Ops Cold War. Now, I know a lot of people in the comments are going to say Modern Camp Warfare, whatever. Camping is a Call of Duty problem. It's not stricken to Modern Warfare, it's not stricken to Cold War, it's not stricken to any Sledgehammer game. It is a fundamental problem for Call of Duty as a whole. I've been playing Call of Duty since COD 4. Camping has always been a problem. People just exacerbate it so much more than it really is. Yeah, maybe in Modern Warfare, people were pissing off because the map was designed a different way where people that were holding positions felt powerful. For me personally, I like that style of maps. I like when power positions are a thing. It creates many objectives, like the developers said. It makes me God damn, this person's up there with this power position, sniping everybody. I gotta take this dude out. It gives me a objective, out of nowhere. It's like a natural game flow thing that gives me objective. So I do like those style. I do like people when they camp and holding positions in buildings. It creates a little bit more realistic setting for war, especially in the modern era. And it just gives you something to do in the game. Black Ops Cold War, these 3 lane maps, very rinse, repeat, repetitive, not very intriguing, and it's falling flat on that one. So if anyone there in the comments are saying, oh, but Modern Warfare has all these campers, you're completely wrong when you say that. Every Call of Duty has campers all the time. Every single Call of Duty. It is not a game issue. It is a franchise issue. As long as there is a shooter, there is someone who is going to camp. Whether it's Rainbow Six Siege, whether it's Battlefield, whether it's Call of Duty, whether it's fucking Overwatch, someone is going to camp. It is natural in shooters. People don't want to run and gun sometimes. Maybe people know that they're maybe not as good and they're better off playing very passive, and that's how they play. That will always be a problem, so stop with those comments. Again, that's all I have to say on this subject. So when it comes to videos in the future regarding Black Ops Cold War, specifically weapon reviews will be a thing, and maybe some updates of patch nodes and things like that, maybe giving my impressions of what I think. You know, maybe they get this game in a state where I really want to play it and I go crazy with it. But I've been playing Warzone so much lately, and that's built on the foundations of Modern Warfare. And I've been having the time of my life. I've been loving Call of Duty again. And when I play Black Ops Cold War, that love for Call of Duty definitely diminishes because it has a lot of what the recent titles have had besides Modern Warfare. And I just can't play it. It's one of those things. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video and agree to what I said, definitely drop this video a like. If you guys have some disagreements and want to let me know what your thoughts of this game is in some form or fashion, definitely drop a comment down below. I'm curious to hear what you guys say. You know, let's have a conversation about this. Again, don't mention campers. Camping is in every Call of Duty. Whether it's Black Ops Cold War, whether it's Black Ops 2, whether it's Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2019, World War 2, Advanced Warfare, camping has always been in Call of Duty. It's nothing new. And for more Call of Duty videos in general, whether it's Warzone, Modern Warfare, yes, I'm still going to be playing that game, uploading some videos, Black Ops Cold War, whenever there's something important out. Definitely hit that subscribe button. With that being said, hope you guys have a good one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.